Hello students, today I will explain you John Donne's poem Go and Catch a Falling Star. John Donne, first I will tell you about John Donne. John Donne was born in 1572 and he died in 1631. His father was an ironmonger and his mother was a famous Elizabethan dramatist. Both the families were Catholics. At that time, Catholics were used to be persecuted. As a grown-up man, John Donne broke away from the tradition of his family and adopted uh, a different religion, the established church. In 1601, he secretly married the niece of his employer's wife, Annie More. As a result of this marriage, he was thrown out of the job and his wife was without dowry. He had to live many years in poverty and insecurity. Uh, at last, in 1615, he uh, he took holy orders, and in the next year, in 1616, he became a reader in Lincoln's Inn. From 1621 until his death, he remained Dean of St. Paul's Cathedral in London. This poem, Go and Catch a Falling Star, is about the inconstancy of woman. In this poem, John Donne speaks in a satiric manner about women's inconstancy. In the first stanza of the poem, Donne says that um, it is as impossible to find a woman who is faithful and loyal and who is trustworthy, who is constant, as it is difficult, as it is impossible to catch a falling star and to beget a child on the forked root of the poisonous mandrake plant, and to tell where all the fleeting years have gone, and and to tell who cleft the devil's feet. Such as all these tasks are impossible, uh, and it is impossible to hear mermaid's song because in medieval mythologies it was used to be believed that um, mermaids are some beings which used to have a half body of fish and half of human, and who used to sing sweet songs. In reality, um, there is no existence of mermaids, so it is impossible to hear a mermaid's song. In this way, all these tasks are impossible. In the same way, to find a woman who is constant in love uh, is impossible. According in according to John Donne, it is impossible to find a loyal and constant woman. In the next stage, he says that if a traveler who has traveled long time in various different countries, he will not be able to find a woman who is constant, although he may find various strange situations and strange sights and spectacles in his way, um, while making a journey. The poet requests this traveler that if he finds such kind of woman, he should tell him, he should make him aware of the existence of this woman. if he finds such kind of woman, he this this type of woman will be worthy of worship, and so he will make a pilgrimage to her shrine. But but at a later thought, he says that it will be futile for him to make such kind of pilgrimage or journey, because when he will reach to that woman would have turned a faithless woman, because according to him, a woman cannot be loyal uh, for a long time. Her loyalty is only short lived. So this poem uh, is about the inconstancy of woman, and in this poem, John Donne speaks very playfully and mischievously. Uh, it has autobiographical note also, because John Donne loved a woman uh, who was the Countess of Bedford. But his love was one-sided and it was not reciprocated. So he became bitter towards women, and in this poem, he speaks in satirical manner about women. This poem, it is a metaphysical poem. Metaphysical poem is a used to be written in 17th century, and the poets who wrote metaphysical poems were John Donne, Richard Crasso, and Andrew Marvell. Uh, the the chief characteristics of metaphysical poetry are uh, it is argumentative and persuasive. It arises out of a situation in which the poet or narrator uh, feels a need to argue, feels a need to explain his situation or persuade someone. Metaphysical poetry usually have abrupt colloquial beginning, such as just as in this poem, uh, John Donne addresses someone. He says, "Go and catch a falling star." So it has dramatic power also. Uh, in metaphysical poetry, um, uh, there are far-fetched similes and metaphors and conceits. Uh, uh, in in a simple comparison, we find likeness in something unlike things. In unlike things, we find some likeness, but in a conceit, uh, we we are made to concede uh, some likeness uh, when we are very conscious of the fact that there is no likeness. So this poem is a metaphysical poem. In this poem, there are many allusions to uh, mythological allusions, such as the poet speaks about the mermaid. Uh, in real life, there are no mermaids. It was only a medieval thought that there are some creatures who have half body of female and half of fish, and it sings very sweetly. This the meter of the poem has written in the poem has three stanzas. Each stanza has 9 lines. The second and the first line rhymes with the third, and second line rhymes with the fourth, and fifth and sixth lines rhyme together, and seventh, eighth, and ninth line rhyme with each other. Uh, so this poem is a metaphysical poem which has far-fetched similes and conceits, uh, and it is about the inconstancy of woman. So, thank you.